Martin said, I'm still a bit new to Hugo, and I'm worried that if I suddenly send everyone a follow-up message, how can I prevent and know that? So it's a really great question, Martin. And what we can do is before Kareem goes into creating a separate doc, if you just want to cover the share settings and the share modal, and just explain to Martin and to anyone else about how to edit and change share settings to make sure that you're confident that the right people are seeing the right document.
That's a very good question, Martin. And the first place I would start is just with our default settings here. Default doc notifications, as well as default doc access. So in terms of doc access, as you can see here, this is the default that will override anything that's set by the team, and you can have it set to everyone in your Hugo team, all Hugo team members that are actually attendees of the meeting, or only me. Typically, I if possible, I like to suggest for teams to have the default access to everyone, and then reduce the access as necessary, because not all meetings should have full access. However, you can set that however it best fits your business and how you like to structure meetings, as well as how to make them searchable. And then if we go back to the meeting doc themselves, we can actually adjust that share setting. So the share settings in the doc itself will override any of the defaults. What you'll see here is the same three options here, but we can also select user groups. So if we want it shared with just the sales team, for example, or a customer success team or marketing team, whatever teams that you've set up in Hugo, you can have it's share with those teams as well. And then the last piece here is to do with our guest collaboration. And what I'm actually going to do is set up a new document here. So you can see if we wanted to share this externally with someone that's not part of the Hugo team, how we can actually do that. So what I'll do here is we have this document, and this document here is shared by, let me just quickly look at the share settings here. So this is shared with all the attendees that are in Hugo. But we can actually create a new document, and this is a separate meeting document, so it has its own independent share settings. And so what I can do is, if I want this to be customer facing, I can create this document and change the share setting so it has public access. And I also have the ability to change this to view and comment, or it can allow a guest to actually edit this. And we also allow, if we want this to expire in a week. So say this meeting is happening a week out, and we want the external user to have access to this document beforehand, but not necessarily be able to edit afterwards. We can select this expires in 1 week. And now we have this share link. And if we send this to anyone that's not part of this, part of the Hugo team, will have access to this document and will be able to edit as well as contribute.